Good morning. It's Tuesday. It's a brisk morning. Doesn't quite feel like October. It feels more like November or even early December. But it is going to be a beautiful day. The sun is supposed to shine. This is a day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. This week, we're moving towards All Saints Sunday. All Saints Sunday is on November 1st, and this Sunday, November 1st, falls on a Sunday. So we'll celebrate it on the day, and it's a day to remember those who have died in the faith. Traditionally, in Matthew, we read the Beatitudes on All Saints Sunday. And this week I'll walk through some of the Beatitudes. The first one I'd like to share with you is Matthew 5:3. This is from Jesus' Sermon on the Mount. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. And blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. What does it mean to be blessed? I think a common thought is to be blessed is to have wealth, is to have success, which are signs of God's blessings, or which people think are signs of God's blessings. But here, blessed are the poor in spirit, blessed are those who mourn. How can that be a sign of God's favor? What does it mean to be blessed? For me, to be blessed is to be in God's presence, to be touched by God, to experience God's love. Blessed are the poor in spirit. I remember a man in one of my congregations. We'll call him Sam. That's not his real name, but that's what we'll call him today. Sam was a tough old farmer. He was a no-nonsense guy who told you the way it was. But he had a deep faith. He didn't think he did. And he struggled with things in his life. But I asked him to be a mentor to a young man. Our mentor program ran from 5th grade until they were confirmed as in the fall of their freshman year. And he's like, oh, I can't read very well. I don't know the Bible that well. I say and do things that aren't right. And he had all these excuses. He recognized that he wasn't perfect. He recognized that he was poor in spirit. But he leaned on God heavily. He didn't depend on himself. He depended upon God's grace. And he had an incredible impact on the faith life of the young man that he mentored for those years. Then, blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. When we mourn, we can mourn with hope, because we are comforted by God's grace and God's love, because we know that Jesus has overcome the grave through his own death and resurrection. We are blessed because God is in our midst through his Son, Jesus Christ, through the gift of faith. We are blessed. Have a wonderful day, and God's blessings be with you.